In a year where most travel destinations are shut down, Richmond on Friday night added another no-fly zone to the list. Hawkins Island. Coming off 23 goals in his past 6 matches and 39 for the season, the Coleman medal leader has relied on sensational ball movement and defensive setup to allow him a paddock of space to work in, tormenting defender after defender so far this season. On Friday night, the Tigers may have provided the blueprint to turn what has been dubbed Hawkins Island into an overpopulated city centre where space is non-existent. Noah Bolter had the matchup on the star forward, but the likes of Nick Vlauston, Liam Baker and, most notably, Dylan Grimes selflessly dropped back into the hole to ensure there was no vacancy to speak of. The effectiveness of the tactic can be summed up quite simply. Hawkins had just 3 one-on-one contests for the entire game. Richmond's defenders were so good in the first quarter that Hawkins, Brad Close and Ben Jarvis didn't have a disposal to their name at the first change. They used Hawkins as the reference point, Nick Riewoldt told Fox Footy. They, Richmond's defenders, have got great synergy. In the final term, with the Cats charging for a 10-minute period, Hawkins finally found the space he so desperately desired and managed to exert some influence, but it was too little, too late. He'd finish with 1 goal, his lowest tally since a round 7 loss to Collingwood, along with 6 touches, the least he's had for a game this season. The Tigers ensured Geelong's usually precise ball movement didn't turn into scores. Remarkably, the Cats had just 3 scores from 63 defensive half-chains, according to champion data. That is extraordinary, Melbourne champion Gary Lyon told Fox Footy. That just sums Richmond up right there. Riewoldt added, that's a mind-boggling stat. The Cats still had plenty of the ball, they took their second most marks in a game for the season, 111, but, as Grimes pointed out post-game, most of those marks were taken up the ground as the Tigers' zone was beautifully set up. The Cats also had just 7 marks inside 50 for the game, their equal second worst tally for 2020. It was a different method of taking the uncontested marking game against Geelong compared to what they did against West Coast, Riewoldt said. Against the Eagles, they just cut the numbers out, so only 44 uncontested marks for the Eagles. But, against Geelong, they said, you can have them, you can have as many as you want, you can have 1 million in the back half of the ground, we don't care, you're going to get no value for them. Despite winning the clearances by 16, the Cats were seriously exposed by the Tigers when the ball was in motion, with 5 of Richmond's 7 goals coming from back half chains. The Cats, who came into the game as the league's #1 pressure side, had their lowest pressure game for the season, according to champion data. With these teams very likely to meet again in October, the Cats will surely go to work on making sure their newfound getaway spot isn't shut down for a second time. Their premiership hopes likely depend on it.